What's up, guys? This is here for Nostalgia Button. In today's video, I'm going to the GEELONG Comic and Toy Fair. This popped up on my feed recently, and I saw that the date was free in my calendar, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take the trip to Geelong and check out what they have to offer today at their toy fair. So strap in. It's an hour and 12-minute drive for me. So I'm going to be listening to a few podcasts, but I can't wait to get there and check out all the goodness. Stay tuned. Here we go.
Once I made my way up the highway, I got to the Geelong and Comic and Toy Fair, and initially I thought it was just this one room, but luckily I soon discovered there was another whole space full of vendors. So I quickly made a quick survey of the landscape and went straight to this stand, Troy's stand, and he had some awesome stuff. I spent most of my time at this stand because he had so much cool things. These Centurion money boxes I put my hand on were snapped up very quickly by toy aficionado Chris Fresh. So well done, Chris, on that awesome pickup. He had these great Centurions boxed figures, that costume and mask set there. That did not last long. That was gone by the time I had gone to the stand the next moment. Jake Rockwell there in box. Some of these boxes were repops, but others were original, and you could tell the difference between the aging of the box and the ones that looked a bit too clean. And Troy was very clear about which ones were repackaged and which ones were original vintage. But Ryan, the collector kid, I know you're looking at this going, my God, look at all these Centurions. Unbelievable. Tidal Blast. Who's this bloke here? That there is Max Ray. Fantastic. And he had these awesome mask ones as well. A lot of these, again, as you can see, that box is a little bit worse for wear, so clearly an original box. But the ones that look super clean are those repop boxes, but still they display so well. And some of them, even though they look super clean, they may actually be the original ones. You just have to ask, and you could definitely tell Troy had some amazing stuff. I overheard him talking to one of the other punters, and Troy's not on Facebook, so he's not even part of any of the groups that would be dedicated to this stuff. That Emperor there was a recard. That green R2-D2 really piqued my interest. Let's see if he returns later in the vlog. And who else did he have here? This is all Troy stuff, by the way. He had amazing selection. So this Last Action Hero, all 6 figures, complete line. I think they were $300. And they were snapped up by a very lucky punter on the day. So I was glad I was able to film a lot of this stuff quite early, because a lot of it was sold by the end of the day, or by the time I had left. There's Arnie there, look at him. This seller I've bought many things off before, had this great tub of random stuff, and I saw this and I had to put it in the vlog. There's Darth Maul there, the lollipop with his warped double-bladed lightsaber. He also had a copy of a Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC, which was super cool. I'm a sucker for that game. Next stop was at Retro Archaeology. These guys are part-time teachers and part-time store owners, and I actually went to their store, so stay tuned to the channel, and you'll get to see their store in all its glory in another vlog. But yeah, they had some pretty choice pieces here on the day for their store. Great advertisement for their actual brick and mortar store. See the cards there that they had on offer. Admiral Akbar there, an Imperial shuttle. I can see a prune face right there, I believe. He had this really cool tri-logo Princess Leia. It wasn't in the best nick, but it was so different. I almost pulled the trigger on it because of the logo difference. But it did have some sticky tape on the bubble, which kind of bothered me, so I didn't pick that one up. My next stop was at Darren Close. Darren, I used to know through poker. 10 years ago, he used to run poker tournaments. When I used to play poker, and supported him by picking up one of his badges. The next Artist Alley location I went to was this artist here with this great artwork that he had commissioned, and also he had done some of it himself as well, I believe. And I picked up one of his stickers for my guitar case. Always love to support local artists when I can. Yeah, there's the sticker there. How cool is that? Fantastic. The next stop, I went to the smaller room at the front of the hall. Had all these great Sesame Street puppets, which were cool. There's Iggle Piggle there from the Night Garden. And all these Cabbage Patch Kids. Remember those? I never had them, but I know they were very popular in the 80s. This was pretty much the extent of the wrestling. There wasn't a lot of wrestling represented at this toy fair, but there's a couple of those figures there, the giant ones, some turtles there as well. And I believe, yeah, these were the loose wrestling figures. We've got Edge there. We've got Rey Mysterio, which is a pretty cool figure actually, very toyetic. Seth Rollins there, basic. Or is that me? We've got no one there. I can't see him for some reason. And then we have, look at this guy, Shawn Michaels. Look at that head.
I'm here with Evan at the Geelong Comic and Toy Fair.
That's the one.
Made my way up the highway.
Well done.
Thank you. I've already bought a few things, which you'll see on the vlogski. But yeah, I was just chatting with Evan, and is this the first time this is run, or is this an annual event?
We had one in March that was just called the Geelong Comic Book Fair, and now we've sort of opened it up to Geelong Comic and Toy Fair, a bit more honest with what the vendors and sellers are all bringing along. So
yeah.
We're looking to make it a regular annual event, so at least 2 a year in Geelong.
Cool.
But numbers have been really, really good today, really strong, and so a lot of local support as well as a lot of people travelling down like yourself. Which
Yeah,
we
man.
really appreciate.
Absolutely. Well, no, it's been a great run event. I can't wait to stick around for a little while longer and buy some more stuff.
No worries, man. Check it out. Enjoy.
Thanks, Evan.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
After having a brief chat with Evan, who was the runner of the event, the organiser, I stopped off to see Andrew at Pop Toys. And he was gracious enough to show me these repop or retro re-releases of some of the classic Turtles play sets. They've even re-released Slash, who was definitely my favourite of the Turtles. So clearly they've got the memo that he is quite toyetic, as is Mutagen Man there as well.
Oh, look who I've just ran into. It's Ricky Boy. How are you, bro? I'm good. How are you?
No bad, no
Good.
bad.
Did you get some swag? You just arrived.
I just arrived.
Just arrived. I'm ahead of you, mate. I've already bought all the cool stuff.
The good's gone. That is
After catching up with Ricky, toy legend himself, I went back to Troy's stand. His stand was the gift that just kept on giving. I just kept finding stuff that was just so cool, including this Toys R Us exclusive Ghostbusters 2 action figure set with Slimer. He also had these cool Flash Gordon figures, which I wanted to feature on the channel. It's not something that I collect, but I know there is a big fan base for these figures, so I wanted to feature them. So toyetic and fun. Look at that one, so cool. Then stopped off at this seller. I'm sorry I forgot your name, but he had these great loose vintage Star Wars action figures, along with some mint on card stuff as well. There's a Beast from the X-Men, and he also had a random Stone Cold Steve Austin Royal Rumble Elite figure. Hefty price tag on that one, so I put it right back where it was. He also had Star-Lord, Guardians of the Galaxy. I've opened all of mine, but man, I love that movie so much. I'd love to get the mint on card. Hope Danielle's not listening to that. Giant street shark, it looks like. It may not be a street shark, but definitely inspired by. We've got a cool Gremlins piece there, a Masters of the Universe vehicle, a very big X-Men vintage piece there, another cool looking dinosaur riding a motorbike. No idea what it is, but super cool. Some more mint on card figures here, some Power Rangers, Samurai figures, Spider-Man. What else can I see here that they had on display there? Yep, Shadowrun there as well, The Tick, and these cool $15 Eternia minis. How cool is that? I went back out to the smaller space because this seller had these great figures displayed on this shop front style pegs. I'd love to get one of these for my display and be able to put all my Minton card ones on display, which would be great. This one, however, the Attack of the Clones Padme Amidala, you can see inside the box it's yellowed. And I was talking to the seller and he was saying that he actually has one loose that hasn't gone yellow. So very, very bizarre that if it's kept in the box, it has the tendency to be ruined by the sunlight. Incredible.
All right, I'm here with Mark from
Hi, Mark.
Big City Comics. Check them out online and in store. All right, do you have an online store?
Yeah, I do.
There it is. So I'll put the link right here. And we just wanted to see Simon. Where are you, bro?
Yeah, where are you, Simon?
What's going on?
Yeah, I was waiting for you and everything, and all I got was a big fat zero.
I made the trip up to Geelong. What's going on, mate?
Oh, we're la-di-da, you went to PAX. We're la-di-da.
Oh,
here, you know.
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
The video games were too aloof.
Important.
That's it.
Oh.
That's all right, Simon. We still love you, bro. Cheers, bro.
After stitching up Simon there, sorry, Simon, I went back to Troy's display once more. And this Matty Collector Stay Puffed did not last long. That was sold only moments after filming it. There's that cool ATAT Walker as well. That one there is, I believe, from a video game. The boys from Trippy Trades have had that in their store for a while as well. These were so vintage and cool. No idea what it is. I believe it's a Terra Hawks from Bandai and another vintage Terra Hawks figure as well here on display. This one is Zelda, apparently. Super, super cool. And he was selling his Lobos, the Last Starfighter figures. What are you doing, bud? These are cool. Hang on to them. I love those. But yeah, for sale on the day. He also had this great Red Ranger helmet and quite reasonably priced too, only $150. And I know that is a lot more expensive online, so someone missed out on that. There's that Chips board game, Darth Vader collector case from the 70s. These great little Star Wars lollies as well. And I also wanted to finish up on these cool GoBots that he got out as well. Check out the GoBots. There's the Legacy Collection Millennium Falcon. I had to get it in there. And also this giant TIE fighter. I believe that was from The Force Awakens. And one more nice panning shot of these mask figures now that the crowds had dispersed and it had been pilfered by a lot of buyers on the day. I wanted to get a nice sweeping shot of Troy's display towards the end of the day because there was still so much cool stuff on offer. Check out this dude. Have a look at him. And finally, I stopped at one more stall. They had a great selection of Game of Thrones figures. I was talking to the seller, and this was just a portion of the stock that she has for sale. I believe she has an eBay store that she's slowly listing stuff for sale. She's come into this collection in unfortunate circumstances, but she's hoping to see it in the hands of new collectors. So the first step was this stall here, and also the eBay store. There's Tyrius Lannister there, some cool hot toys. There it is, Elsewhere's on eBay. So find that store and check out the amazing stuff she has on offer. I believe the final thing is this awesome Jessica Rabbit.
It's back home now after having a massive day at the Geelong Comic and Toy Fair. Yeah, what a massive day. It was awesome. So many cool toys and collectibles. I just want to show you a quick recap of what I ended up picking up on the day. So there was a seller there that most of the collectors kind of swarmed to at the beginning of the day. And this seller was named Troy. I got to know him a little bit on the day, and his store was incredible. You saw it now already in the vlog. He had all these mints in box mask figures, some with repop packaging, but others with original packaging. He had Motu stuff, he had Centurion stuff, and a bunch of Star Wars, and I got some Star Wars stuff. So check this out. I got a green R2-D2 from 1997. So it's prior to episode 1. So it's not meant to be like one of the astromech droids from the Naboo Starfighter.
So I'm not sure why this is green, but as Frank Fritz used to say, the time to buy something unusual is when you see it. And this one caught my eye. So I took him home, and he's going to look so great. A real conversation piece in the R2-D2 collection. I also picked up this glass and figure combo pack of our Princess Leia in her slave outfit, which is really rare these days. You don't see many slave Leias out in the wild since Disney took over. So yeah, I don't have this, and I do have a modest slave Leia collection, so that one will be being displayed in there. I saw Darren Close, who is a comic book artist. He has this great series called The Killaroo, and I picked up one of his pins. Check that out. How cool is that? So it was good to see him. I used to go to his poker events back in the day, so it was great to reconnect with Darren. And I'm so sorry, I forget the name of this stall, but they had lots of video games. I actually bought my Dude Love off this seller a few months ago, but they had some Lady Death comics, and I just couldn't say no to those, so I picked up a few Lady Death comics there. Vintage ones, which was really cool, and a great price, so thank you very much. There you go, guys. So after that, I went to 2 other places, but you'll have to wait till next week and the week after, so I'm going to drip feed my Geelong trip for you guys. And also, we've got one more event coming up, and that is the Vintage and Modern Toy Fair in Malvern Town Hall. So I'll be doing a vlog on that as well on the 20th of October. Thanks for staying around to the end. If you've got this far, as Scott Crusher would say, you're a dead set legend. And thanks, buttoners. I'll see you on the next one. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on so you never miss a video. I'll see you soon, guys. Peace.
What you buy this week? Did you get some toys instead of the groceries? I wanted this since I was a kid. Now I live in a box, but at least I chased the dream. I gotta intercept that package, or my wife will leave me and I'll end up